Now, as much as it hurts, I am willing to admit when I've made a mistake. And I've made a few mistakes lately. The first mistake I made was getting online. The second mistake I made was getting online on Reddit. And the third mistake that I made was getting online on Reddit on a gaming sub. If you guys enjoy video games and you don't want that to be ruined, one thing I can tell you is to not get on any gaming subreddits. I gotta say that the Spider-Man subreddit is probably one of the saddest places that I've ever been on the internet. There's nothing that's good enough for those people, man. It is so sad to watch. But while I was scrolling through Reddit, I got recommended a subreddit that I hadn't seen before. It's the GTA 6 unmoderated sub. And there's some news that came out about GTA 6 that really has their panties in a bunch here. Now, I'm not sure if you guys know, but GTA 6 or Rockstar or Take-Two or whatever has partnered with Netflix to have an extended look at GTA 6 on August 27th. Now, this has some people upset because some people see it as putting the extended look behind a paywall, which I kind of understand. Like, I can see, well, now I need to pay in order to view this video that I want to watch, whatever. The thing about it is that they're going to drop this on Netflix, and then I think it's like 6 hours later or something like that, they're going to release it on YouTube for people to watch. I'm seeing two sides of an argument here. I'm seeing that there's people who are like, this is anti-consumer, and like, why would I have to pay in order to see a trailer for a video game? And then another side that are like, you're broke, get over it, like they need to make money back because they put so much into this game, whatever. I think it's a pretty interesting conversation to have. I think that a lot of the conversations get boiled down to just making fun of each other. Basically, it's Reddit, which is one reason that I kind of wanted to take it and come here, because I think that the marketing for this is really interesting. I'm gonna start with, I don't really care about this game. I'm not that interested in this game. The only aspect that I'm interested in with this game is that it's the most expensive game that has ever been made, and I want to see what they can do with the money that they're putting into it. But for like Grand Theft Auto itself, I liked Grand Theft Auto 5, San Andreas, Vice City, but I've never been like a huge like Grand Theft Auto fan. I kind of played it, and then once I was done with it, I put it down and kind of just moved on. Now, as I said, there's going to be an extended view on Netflix on August 27th at 3 p.m. So that means that you're gonna need a sub in order to see it. I also have a Netflix subscription, so like I'm not being blocked from viewing this trailer if I really want to watch it, or extended look, or however you want to say that. Now it says the collaboration presents the next generation of storytelling and content on Netflix. Grand Theft Auto reveals have become cultural movements in their own right. The anticipation and fandom around Grand Theft Auto 6 is unprecedented, and we're honored that Rockstar Games has partnered with us to debut the next part of the Grand Theft Auto story with Netflix members first. So as I was saying, this is like the first of its kind. It's the first time that a gaming studio has worked with Netflix, or I mean like just a streaming giant basically, to get something out there. Obviously they're doing this to make money. Netflix is going to make money because people are going to subscribe to Netflix just to watch the trailer. And I'm assuming that Netflix probably paid them some kind of money in order to put it on their platform first. My question then becomes, where does it end? Because of course with this one, it's not the biggest deal. If you don't want to go watch it on Netflix, you don't need to. You just wait 6 hours for it to drop on YouTube and then watch it on there. And for those of you who are complaining about the 6 hour wait time, just need to chill out, okay? If that's all you're worried about, then just wait 6 hours. You'll see it. It's okay. But I think that this is kind of like a stepping stone into more. They're going to kind of start here and be like, okay, what can we get away with? Let's see here. We're going to put it behind a paywall on Netflix, but we're going to then release it onto YouTube and see how that goes. Let's see how many people sign up for Netflix just to watch this. I'm sure Netflix is excited about that too. I'm sure that they're paying Rockstar good money for it, and it's kind of like a cultural movement. This release is going to be massive. I'm curious how many people are actually going to join Netflix just for this. If they see it as a success, then that leads me to believe that they're going to expand on it eventually to where it's going to be behind a paywall. It's going to be on like a streaming service or something. It's not going to then release onto YouTube. They also have it right now where people can stream it and then they can post it on their channels on YouTube or whatever they want to do. I think eventually, like, you know, Netflix copyright stuff, maybe they'll copyright that and they won't be able to just slap it all over YouTube, and they're gonna just monetize everything. The people complaining, I think that's mainly where their frustration comes in, is that like, yeah, it's starting here as not a big deal, but eventually what? We're gonna have to go to Netflix for one trailer, Prime for another trailer, HBO Max for another trailer, Disney for some trailer, and you're gonna have to pay for all those just to see the trailers. Not to mention Netflix is trying to push into just having games on their platform. So like, are they gonna start pushing to even more where it's like not just release trailers, but like it's going to be games themselves? You have to pay for each platform to play that game or this game or that game or this game. Gamers are kind of becoming complacent. They're really defending everything that the gaming companies are doing. Physical discs going away. I know a lot of people don't care, they get digital, I understand that, but at the same time, with physical discs you get used games for crazy low prices. With physical discs getting removed, they can make the prices whatever they want. Just like Nintendo, how all their prices for even their older games are exactly the same that they were, the $40 to $60. There's no discount. Same with microtransactions. A lot of people are defending those these days. They just, you don't have to buy them, you don't have to buy them. But a lot of times, like, if you do purchase those, it does increase your enjoyment of the game. They know that. That's why they put a lot of stuff behind paywalls and make people purchase it. I feel like most things should just come free. You should be able to just play the game and work to unlock the things that you want. But a lot of people are defending that. They're totally cool with that. Not to mention, sometimes it feels like they just release like the skeletons of game and not the full game. And then they have like the DLCs for it. And then people are like, oh, well, they worked hard for the DLCs and you should have to pay for those. But it almost feels like they're just finally finishing the game instead of adding to the game. It just feels like you bought the bare minimum. It's hardly finished. And now they're like, okay, well, this is what we wanted the game to truly be. And then they finally drop that and you have to pay more for it. I don't know. For all this stuff, I'm seeing a bunch of people playing D for it. For Rockstar, it's like, well, they put a lot of money into this and they need to make that money back. I personally don't care if they make the money back. It doesn't matter to me. All I care about is that people being able to get their hands on it, being able to enjoy it. And again, like, this specific promotion that they're doing isn't the worst in the world. Again, we're going to be able to watch it on YouTube 6 hours later, kind of whatever. You don't have to like get Netflix. It's not going to be behind a paywall forever or anything, but I do think it leads to an interesting conversation about where it can lead to in the industry. And it's also very interesting how I'm seeing a lot of people be okay with it and they aren't really, doesn't seem like thinking about it too hard. They're just like, just finally we're getting some GTA news and we're gonna be able to watch some gameplay and stuff, and that's all I care about. That's literally it. That's all I care about. But maybe, I don't know, I could just be looking into it too deeply, I guess. Let me know what you think though. I know that there's gonna be a lot of conversation down in the comments, and yeah, I'm really interested to hear what you guys have to say about it.